What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Let's Play series. In this episode, we are going to be doing some wireless AE building, which should only take a few minutes. But the main focus of this episode is going to be on creating and building a QuarryPlus, which is why we made the lasers from the previous episode. So, I have most of the patterns, I believe, hooked up to make this thing here. So let's go ahead and search up here for a wireless. We're going to need about 16 of these. That made that pretty quick. Doesn't look like we have one of them actually made, so we need a wireless access point. Let's wait till that comes back. And we're missing one thing. Let's program that into the system right quick here. Encode this, and it knows how to make that other little bit already. Let's give it just 1 second. Wireless access points. Begin. And we should have one of these things momentarily. Yes, and we do. And the other thing that we are going to need is a wireless access terminal. Okay, so let's encode that pattern. And again, I believe I have all the necessary tools to make this thing. And we will see in just 1 second if I do. There we go. We have it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and link this up. I'm going to put this right up inside here. That's going to link it with the controller. I'm going to drop my wireless access point. I'll just drop it back here for now. I'll put in 16 of those to boost the signal. And the last thing I'll need to do is power this up. Now, in theory, oops. Let me stay in, I'm going to stay in Blaze. Somebody actually requested that I do this. So I can remain at normal people height. And let me see if I can just toss it in here. Yeah, this is easy enough. I could make an ME, there's some block that charges stuff. We'll get into that possibly a bit later. Alright, so now I have this linked up, and now I can access all of my goodies at any time, anywhere. So that is fantastic. Next, we're going to get going with QuarryPlus here. And QuarryPluses, plural pluses, are not that easy to make. Let's go ahead and program all of the patterns. QuarryPlus. This is going to be a pain in the neck. All right, let's just start with the enchant mover because that's the first thing on the list. Oh, crap. We need to put this in an assembly table. All right, so we'll need one of these. We know how to make those already. An anvil, which means we need to know how to make an iron block, which I don't know how to make yet. We need to get the anvil. Knows how to make lasers. I have diamond chipsets made already. The enchantment table. Okay, let's check out this one. The mining well. We'll need that. Pretty sure I don't know how to make an iron pickaxe, so let's encode that. I gotta know how to be able to make chests. Okay, this is a little bit weird. We're gonna have to make that when the time comes. I think that's all the resources needed for that. Let's go ahead and learn how to make a tank. Actually, Pump Plus I think is going to be in the next episode because we'll do some extra cells work in the next episode. Let's see just how far we get with the patterns that we have currently encoded. And it's going to take a second to pop them in there. Actually, let's make the enchant mover. Enchantment table. Oh, man. Let's get this right the first time, Captain. All right, the enchant mover. I need an anvil, enchantment table, and an advanced crafting table. So I need an anvil, an enchantment table, and an advanced crafting table. And I'm not sure if I know how to make that other crafting table because I just made one right off. No, I don't. Might as well program that one too. Okay, Let's type that in there. Oh, it's an assembly table. Assembly table. There it is. Craft that baby and throw that in there. Give it just 1 second to get into the Mac. Grab the assembly table. Can it make it? Can it make it? Can it make it? No, it appears to be missing something. Oh, a wooden gear. How do I not know how to make a wooden gear? That's quite alright. There we go. Let's program. Actually, you know what? I like doing this one myself because I think the sticks are a little bit borked sometimes. No, they're not. I think with like metadata or something it still works. In any case, now we know how to make a gear. It should have crafted that thing right there. If I could ever remember what I'm doing. Alright, so this is the enchant mover. Sorry, I have to keep checking these recipes. These are not recipes that you craft more than once typically per game. Alright, 4 diamond chipsets and 4 lasers and we'll be good to go. Have a laser here. We'll need 3 more. And I made a bunch of diamond chipsets already. Okay, so let's go down to our lasers, which this can be automated with interfaces, but we will not do that yet. Let's toss all this junk inside there. There we go. We have the option to make the enchantment mover. Okay. And I'm just going to give this 1 second to finish up, and I'll be right back. All right, now that that's taken care of, we are well on our way to greatness. And I have an ender chest right underneath that table. So it will go right into my system. So we'll get our enchant mover and temporary measure only. We got this here. Now we're going to need to enchant some of our weapons. So, oh my goodness gracious, we're going to need a few things. Let's see. Make an enchantment table. Then we will make one of these. Book and quill. Okay. Let's wait for it to get in here. Here it is. Hopefully this will be able to craft. Oh crap, we're missing a feather. Oh my goodness. Nope. Nope. Alright. Any chickens? Any chickens? Alright, I found some chickens. I have my feathers. I found 1 chicken. Plural. Ooh, there's another chicken down there. That's alright. That was quick. Sorry about that. I forgot that I would need some feathers. Let's dump those babies in there, and that should make it for me. Enchantment table, an advanced enchantment table. Okay. Alright, let's put that there. Now we will need to make ourselves a diamond pickaxe. And we're going to need some other things. We're going to need our tanks of experience. And we're going to need, let's just go ahead and make an EXP shower. I should really bottle it all up. Let me see, I'm only level 9. Let me see if I can do this. That'll be easy enough. EXP shower. So much of this stuff. Reinforced. And I know there's an easier way to do this, so please don't yell at me. Okay, so what I did was I just made an open blocks tank because apparently these are not very friendly with liquid EXP, but that is okay. And while these things are building up, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to enchant this axe here. And we're going to do efficiency. Requires not enough bookcases. Oh, good gracious. I'm going to need some bookcases here. So let me go ahead and make some bookcases. Okay, so this is much better, and it looks a lot more organized than this disaster that I placed over here. And while we are doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and take these two off. I'm going to put this here and this here. And we're going to load up this. And I'll fill up on experience while I'm over here, just to make sure, again, we have enough. So I'm going to go ahead and do efficiency all the way up. We will enchant that. And I guess before I go any farther, I'm just going to keep reusing the same pickaxe. We're going to actually need that QuarryPlus. So let me look and see how to make the QuarryPlus. Okay, we need 1 quarry and some yellow pipe, a chest, yellow dye, redstone, and iron. So redstone, yellow dye, iron, and we need some chests. That should be fine. Let's go down to our laser beams here. Laser beam, laser beam. Oh, I can go this way. Can you give this away? And let's put this in here, and get some dye out of this to make that piping. Oh, that makes piping really quickly. Okay. So we're done with that. And we'll grab our access terminal and make or pull some of this out of here. We'll dump that in there, that in there. And what else do we need to make this thing? We need a quarry. Let's build a quarry. This might take a second just because it's a little bit more complicated than your average piece. We've got some chicken there. It really should know how to make the quarry. I'm 99.9% sure I pre-programmed this. It's missing sticks. Of all things, it's missing a stick. Oh, good grief. Okay. You know, and I thought for a second that that might be an issue, and I just didn't even try to fix it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Look at this. Experience is just laying all over the place. All over the place. I'll come back and grab that in a second. Let's go back down here. And up in here. And we'll put our quarry in here. If I can spell. Alright. The last bit is 8 chests, a pulsating chipset, and 2 redstone diamonds. I don't have a pulsating chipset. Have some in here. There we go. Alright, now this is going to take a whole load of power to make, and it's going to take a little while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up here and continue to collect this. And as soon as that's finished, I am going to cut back in. Alright, looks like this baby is done. And let's go ahead and see if I can find it. QuarryPlus. Awesome. Now, before I go ahead and misstep here, we're just going to do the QuarryPlus. Oh, we need some marker pluses. Marker pluses. While we're here, let's search for that. Marker plus. And we'll need, oh, good grief, a wrench, a landmark, some golden chipsets. So while I'm here, I'm going to make, let's make some more golden chipsets. While I come up here and program the rest of this stuff in here. Let's encode that. Let's encode that. And finally, let's just straight up encode this. Oh, I can't encode that because it requires a chipset. That is okay. Guess I should put these in here first. And we're gonna need let's just make four wrenches. 3, 4, very good. We have the chipsets, and let's make some markers. Have some markers already, very good. And let's Mojang down here. I need quantum legs so I can buzz around. Okay, we'll wait till that's done, and then I'll throw this in there. A wrench. And we'll need some golden chipsets because they are not in here, 13 of them. Let's replace them with this. And let's make some marker pluses. And we should be just about ready. Now, while those are making themselves, we're going to enchant this QuarryPlus because I definitely want to have efficiency and that other good one on there. So we have our pickaxe with efficiency 5. We're going to put that in there. Efficiency, click it a bunch of times. Efficiency 5, so that is fantastic. I have 34 more levels. We're also going to enchant this pickaxe with Unbreaking 3, and that looks like the best that I can do. And we're going to load up that onto here. Pretty sure I won't have enough for Fortune, which is the only other one I really care about. Don't care about Silk Touch too much. Let's see, Fortune. Wow, Fortune 2. You know what? I'll take it. That's fine. I'll use all my levels. And we'll put Fortune 2. Okay, so now we have a pretty awesome QuarryPlus. We'll grab our marker pluses. And I have replaced Tesseracts with dimensional transceivers, which I find we're a little bit more friendly with the Ender IO stuff. So I'm going to run into our Aroma 1997's mining world, and I will be right back when I'm there. All right, so we got our old quarry here, and it's using a Tesseract and the chunk loader that everybody hates me for using, which is okay. Haters gonna hate. Am I right? We have our ender chest and our old piece of junk quarry that hopefully we will never have to use again. All right, now I'm going to set up a QuarryPlus here, and this one's going to be big, and because we can make it big, basically. And I'm going to set that there, and oh goodness gracious, I forgot. I have forgot a redstone torch, but that is all right. I will deal without one for now, and I will just measure it like this, even though it's all that time I spent looking for pumpkins, and there's some right here in this world. We'll just stop here before the break in the world. And you can make these a max size of 256 by 256. They take days to get to the bottom, even at max speed. So I'm not going to quite make mine that big, but what I will do is make it a little bigger, and since it will be much faster at mining the same amount of space as a normal quarry, we will still get resources much quicker. Okay, so there we go. We have a huge block of space that I'm going to absolutely decimate with this QuarryPlus, which I'm trusting my reactor can handle the power, and just because I like doing that. Okay, so the QuarryPlus is down. Now I will need, let's get the dimensional transceiver, let's hook it up to power. We're going to be receiving power. Okay, very good. And conduits, conduit here, conduit here. And I believe it's working. I just saw some tree get shaved off over there. Let's drop that there to accept all incoming transactions. And just because I love you guys, I'm putting that back down. All right, this is clearly working because things are missing here. I'm just trying to figure out where it is right at this point. And like I said before, I am not Oh, look at this baby go. I'm not going to be addressing the liquid situation until the following episode because in that episode I'm going to get into extra cells a little bit, I think, and then we'll start collecting liquids. There's really no reason that I actually need any of this stuff right now. It's just kind of cool to keep the liquids out of this world as far as chunk loading or as far as FPS and so on and so forth stuff. And as soon as this baby gets cracking, and you can see how fast this is if none of you have used a QuarryPlus before, it is hammering away, hammering away. And it's this fast because I've used a lot of different enchantments on this. So we're all set here, I believe. Okay, I'm just going to check the chunk boundaries. See how unlucky I am literally all the time? I have put this thing directly on a boundary. Now, it's chunk loaded, so it's safe, and I actually don't need the chunk loader, but I always seem to be able to knock them right into corners without realizing it. All right, we're almost done. We'll see how fast this is, and then we will go back up to the overworld. We'll check some other things out real quick, and then I'll end the episode. Meow. All the sound effects with the QuarryPlus. Alright, alright, alright. I can't even go as fast as it's going. Let's see where it starts. Here we go. It's going to start in this corner. Alright, here we go. Look at this monster. Look at this monster. As far as resource gathering goes, it's game over. It is game over. Bam. Alright, so pretty sweet. So we got our QuarryPlus made. I will meet you back on the overworld. Alright, here we are. I took down this little setup, this junky setup over here, and I edited it out when I made a mess over there. That's why there's a split in the episode a little bit earlier. I didn't want to show you guys the mess that I had created out of these bookcases. But what I'm going to try to make, I've programmed 64K cells into the system, and I'm going to try to make 2 of them. This is going to be a huge, all this dirt, you see how fast that stuff's flying in here? I have some DSUs down there. I got 5 of them, and they're basically holding the brunt of my resources. The problem is I'm going to be like totally... Oh, an advanced processor. I don't think I ever encoded that. Let's get one of these while we're at it. Yeah, this just is not going to cut it, I think, because of the amount of resources that are going to be flying into the system. And I will need one of those processors. Just smelted them all, and it's going to use them. No, it didn't use it. Let me go ahead and grab that. We will clear the screen. Let's use one of these to make one of these. And a furnace. I'm sure those things are still trying to craft themselves. And I'm going to put, we might as well just put that in here too. Ovidius did point something out to me. In our conversation, he said that the alloys wouldn't craft themselves in regular furnaces that are set to furnace only, so I did have to actually put all of those things together in case I do some crafting of other items. Okay, we have 164K cell, and it probably needs another processor to make. Let's see what it's waiting on. Oh boy, these things are big. These things are big. Hopefully I'll be able to change over to all 64K cells. I'll kind of just let this thing go. It's probably those machines. I can't see the top one from where I am. Oh, no, if I fall down the hole. It's probably just taking a while to make these. I'm not actually missing any resources. And I should set up a level emitter is honestly what I should really do. Let me cancel this out. Quartz cutting knife. Oh, that pattern is borked. You know what? If anybody watched me do that a few episodes ago, I had a feeling that that would happen. It's because I used this pattern here. Let's just use regular sticks and regular quartz. Let's do this. Oh, I can't win with this hole here. I gotta get rid of that, obviously. Let's clear this and grab that piece of iron, which is right here. Code that. I'll take the other pattern out in a second, but that should free up my processors and allow me to actually make enough of them. There we go. Now we don't have any problems. Now we got processors, and now we can make that 64K. There we go. Processors are being smelted as we speak. Let me go down here on purpose now. There we are, smelting up. Yeah, I'll need to set up level emitters so I always have a certain amount of processors in my system. I actually did set up a level emitter right over here to always export sand if I have less than 320 glass, just so I don't ever run out of that. I don't have to worry about making it, which is good, and that will use my sand. Has this thing finished yet? Nope. Still making these processors. So that's a little bit of a flaw in the system right now. It's just not going very fast. And I will speed it up slightly. Oh, looks like it made it. 64K cells. All right, so these take a long time to make. I have one. Oh, why did I do that? Did I? Good grief. There we go. Now I have my other cell. All right, now I have all these drives, and what I want to do is I want to load as much onto these 64K drives as I can. That is going to really annoy me. So I'm going to use the MEIO port, and somebody did have a question about that. And what I want to do is I want to transfer from the drive to the cells. So I'm going to put those in here, and what's going to happen is if we look over here, slowly these things are going to start turning green, and that's because the data on these cells in here are being thrown onto these massive, oh my goodness, these massive cells here. So you can see that it's filling up here, and I'm not sure if it prioritizes again how many, like what types of items it puts in here first. But we're up to 61, 2, 3. These things just hold a ton. And let's take a look at this real quick. Okay, you see how many drives just went green because of that? I'm basically just unloading. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put a piece of that there so I don't do that anymore. This drive is still filling up. Okay, so that's basically just consolidating all of our stuff. It's freeing up all kinds of space. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build a deep storage unit room, and I did program the system to make deep storage, make some more. I'm running out of something. Apparently I'm running out of iron. Probably, no, not running out of that either. I just made a bunch of those. So I'm going to make deep storage units. And what I like to do is, these stupid things have all pre-configured. I like to use export buses to just unload a bunch of stuff out of the system. And I'll set one up down here just so you can see what I will be doing. And then I'll move these to a different room. Let me take a look at this. It's really not pre-configured. Not sure why I said it was. I'm going to drop that in there. And I'm going to check my system to see what I have the most of. Now, all these things, marble, cobblestone, that all has a deep storage unit assigned to it already, I believe. Let's see, marble, cobblestone. No, no. Oh, this one's empty. Oh, I didn't even hook half these things up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some marble cobblestone out of here because that's what we have a bunch of, and I'm going to drop that in there. And that's going to start throwing marble cobblestone in the system there. I'm going to grab this export bus, and next we will grab some copper ingots, and we'll drop those in there. We'll grab some tin ingots and some limestone and a couple more export buses. Just make sure these are not pre-configured first. They are. Oh, there's where that thing went. Where did my wrench go? Put it in the system. All right, let's grab this. So we got that. We have tin, and we have now limestone. Okay. And the last thing I'll need is some cable. Got a piece of cable here. Okay, what's going to happen is these things are just going to all start filling up, and this is not going to take up any drive space at all. It's going to throw it right onto there, and this is going to be directly counterproductive to what I'm doing with these 64K cells in the I/O port. Holy crap, these things handle so much. Look at these things are like all empty. This one's empty, this one's empty. I'm going to put that in there. Let's take this one out. This one. And I'm just going to cannibalize these for their storage clusters and units and junk. These are all 16s. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I'm doing it anyways. Cannibalize that thing. Let's take this one. This one, I'm just shift clicking, and it's taking the storage blocks out. And so if I take the storage blocks out, hopefully I should be able to make one of these pretty easily, because there it is, 164K, awesome. Okay, and we just upgrade all the drives, and this will happen fairly quickly once we get rolling. We got these little tiny 4Ks, which aren't holding too much, but that's not a problem. And once all these things, you see how these things are rapidly draining out of the system. Once they're all drained out, I'll go ahead and just put the storage bus onto them, just to make sure that the system is flushed of everything that has just come in. And that's going to be it for this episode. I'm not sure what we're going to do in the next episode. I think the extra cells would be a good idea to get some liquid crafting stored up. Probably going to fix up some of the ugly architecture that's kind of been dangling around this place. So yeah, ore processing is up and running. We're not getting any ores right now, but that is all set. Processing a little bit of that. That's set up. Yeah, we are well on our way to greatness here. If you have any suggestions as to what to do in the next episode, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching and stay poised.